This week's edition of OHSAA Girls Softball finds Wake Loss Media at Starry Night Stadium, where the Harrison Wildcats are looking to invade. I'm Jacob Williams, here to bring the call, so thanks for having us in your homes on this fine day. Now, the Harrison Wildcats arrive showing great poise, as evidenced by their 11-4 record. Losses to Little Miami and Oak Hills earlier in the campaign are now in the rearview mirror. Now, talking with Northwest, they seem to be looking to the future. With a 4-9 overall record, they want to focus on having a memorable senior day. And of course, the Harrison Wildcats come in here to see if they can pour water all over Senior Day here at Starry Night Stadium. Now, our umpires for tonight's game will be Craig Wilms will be the plate umpire, and James Updike will be the base umpire. So these guys, they both tell me that they've seen both of these teams play already this year, and I couldn't get either one of them to commit to what their thoughts were on who the winner would be. Although one did mention that if if the Harrison team comes to play, this could be a mercy rule affair. But the players are warming up. We see flag is just blowing real hard. Looks like it's blowing from right field to left field. Nothing's getting out of the ballpark hit the right field today, but they got a chance if they could hit a line drive left center and down the line it could get out. And we have our new right center field scoreboard at Starry Night Stadium. It looks like we're on the way here with the first pitch, and here it comes, and it's a call strike. Like the catcher for Wildcats looking over to the bench for the sign. And here's the pitch on the way. Ball looks like it's going to be low and outside. Left-handed batter for the Harrison Wildcats. Standing in there is number 1, Alyssa Ross, the second baseman. Here's the pitch on the way. Ball's outside. 2-ball, 1-strike count. And the pitch is going to be on the way here. That ball's a called strike. Good pitch. Number 17 on the hill, Elena Maddie for the Wildcats. And her pitch is on the way. It's going to be a ball. Calling that ball 4, so I must have lost track of a ball earlier in the count. So Harrison, it's their first runner on base. They're going to send another batter to the plate here. And the pitch is on the way. This ball is bunted. Pitcher out to make the cover and throws to first base. And he's going to be out at first base with the runner advancing to second base. So that's Reagan Williamson, catcher, laying down that bunt. Going to be one out and a runner on second for the Wildcats. Batter steps in, and here's the pitch on the way. This ball's hit at the shortstop. Pop up, and that's going to be caught for an out. 2 outs. So it's going to send number 5 to the plate, and that's going to be Sammy Wilkins. Like she plays the third base for the Wildcats. Swing and a miss. Ball gets out to the backstop, but there's no advance by the runner. Looks like catchers getting the signs from the bench. That ball's fouled down the third baseline. No ball, 2-strike count. Shelby Hartness, the catcher. So that pitch is going to be in there for a ball. Shelby Hartness down catcher's position. Here comes the throw. This ball is smashed at the shortstop, and she makes the grab unassisted. So that makes 3 outs for the Wildcats. So as we go to the bottom of the first inning, we have no score. Northwest Knights in here trying to make their senior day around the field a memorable one. I could see up there in the distance, out beyond the right center field scoreboard, looks like we got the Northwest Knight baseball team in action up there. And so as the Wildcats take their infield practice, I noticed all the Wildcat infielders have face masks on. So they're not taking any chances with a hard smash. Pitcher doesn't have one on. So number 7 is the pitcher. That's Jillian Metzger, left-handed. And we'll see what she can pose. Doesn't have a lot of blaze on this ball, but she has good technique. Ball's always near the plate, so she can throw strikes. Let her fielders take care of the rest. So the Wildcats bring it down, and they're about ready to get this bottom of the first inning jump off and into gear. This will be number 9, Jenny Seitzer at the plate. And the pitch in there. That's a called strike right down Broadway. Ball's butted. Pitcher's going to have to come and get it, turn and throw, and it's safe at first base. And the Northwest Knights put their first runner on board, get this bottom of the first inning jumped off. Northwest Knights now looking to send number 8, Haley Russell, to the plate. Right-hand batter. Twirls this ball, and the pitch is going to be a ball, low. Coach Deb Fields down at third base. Coaching box, signaling out some orders. Metzger with the pitch. Right call, outside corner. Here we go, pitch on the way. It's called strike, throw down to first. Safe at first. This catcher, Paige Burmer, she will, Reagan Williamson, she'll throw that ball. Pitch on the way. Ball outside. One ball, 2 strikes. Call third strike, and that's going to sit that would-be batter down. Looks like number 11, Kylie Heiser, is going to try to do something with the bat here now. And the pitch is on the way to Kylie, and she fouls this one off. Little dribbler down between home and third base. Okay, so Heiser looking for her pitch. That's called the ball. 1-1 is the count. Bottom of the first inning, no score here. Starry Night Stadium. This ball is hitting the air at shortstop, but she backs up a couple steps and hauls it in. And it's going to make it 2 outs now. A little 2-out lightning. The Knights got one on their pond. So they're going to send number 7 to the plate. And that's Shelby Hartness. And the pitch. Call, strike 1. Shelby looks down at third base coach for more signals. Steps back in the batter's box. The wind and the pitch on the way. Ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. 2 outs. Coach Deb Field giving encouragements as she gives the signs. And the pitch is on the way. This ball is a called strike. Throw down to first base. 1 ball, 2 strike count here. 2 outs. That's we're trying to get out. That's a good looking pitch. And this ball's thrown down to first base and on into right field, but there's no advance. Looks like Northwest Knights, if they're going to get on first base, they better not try to get too cute about it because this catcher will throw down there. And the pitch is on the way. Call, strike 3. And that's going to end the inning for the Northwest Knights, where as we go to the top of the second inning, we have a 0-0 score between the Knights and the visiting Harrison Wildcats. As the Knights take the field, Wildcats are over here in the huddle near their dugout, trying to figure out what they're going to do, get this thing in gear. They know if they can get a fast start, get this crowd out of the game, it's to their advantage. We see the Knights taking the field, getting ready to warm up, but have some kind of delay. Coach Deb Fields has an extra point she's trying to get across to number 8, Haley Russell. Okay, so it looks like we got a pitcher out there now. That's number 17 approaching the hill, Elena Maddie. And that's her battery mate, number 7, Shelby Hartness. I guess between this year and last year, they took out the bleachers they had down the right center field foul pole. But we still have, no, we got the bleachers down the right center field. Good little crowd down there. And the pitch is on the way. Strike 1 call. And the pitch, foul. Strike's gonna be a play. Collision between the first baseman and the catcher. No communication on that. I don't want to say who should have got it. I'll just give both players credit for hustle. Glad that no one was hurt. So, batter steps back in. And number 7, Shelby Hardness, looking over Coach Fields for the signs. And the pitch on the way. This ball's hammered foul down the left field line. Back in the bushes. We have to see now. 2-strike count. This could end it. Ball 1. Elena Maddie twirling this ball on her hip and the wind in the pitch. Hammered down first, past the first baseman in the right field, through the right fielder's 5-hole. And then runners on the second base where she'll stand up with a double. Leadoff, stand-up double for the visiting Harrison Wildcats coming in here. That's going to send number 2 to the plate for the Wildcats. And that's going to be Savannah Ross, the shortstop. Number 7, Shelby Hardness, still getting signed from Coach Fields. And the wind in the pitch. Ball's low. Ball 1. Second baseman running over to cover in case there's a throw down to second. The wind in the pitch. Ball 2. This is where got to make this person be a batter. Let your fielders do what they got to do here. Pitch. Strike 1 call. Ball had a lot of mustard on it. And here comes the windup in the pitch. Strike call right down the middle. We see it, so it's going to be a 1-ball, 2-strike count. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Savannah Ross fouls this one off. So Harrison got that runner on second base, looking to advance. Pitch is on the way. It's going to be ball 3, high and outside. A full count brings us to a full count here. And the pitch is on the way. This ball's hammered right back at the pitcher. She gloves it, throws over to first for the out, and the runner advances to third base. So the Wildcats have a runner at third with 1 out. They'll be sending number 11 to the plate there, the first base person. That's Jillian Metzger. Call strike on Metzger. Metzger looking for the pitch. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes now. Here's the wind, pitch on the way. Call the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's going to be up to Jillian Metzger. Got a runner at third base. Ball's hit in the air over the glove of the third base person, and that's going to score a run for the Wildcats. Just over the outstretched reach of the third baseman, Sammy Wilkins. Excuse me, the third baseman. That's for the Northwest Knight third baseman. So the number 7 will stand in there. That's Emily Wisman, and the wind in the pitch to Wisman. Ball outside. Wildcats have a runner at first base now. Field relays the signs over to the catcher here. Foul off the screen. Here's a pitch on the way. Ball in the air, into left field. Left fielder comes in and grabs it, and the runner moves up to second base. Okay. I don't know how it lost because nothing moved. How's that? And the one and pitch on the way. Butt attempt, but it's missed. Two strikes on the batter here. There's a pitch down third base line. They're calling that a fair ball. The runner's around third. He's going to score. The ball was hit right on the line. Northwest seems to have a difference of ideas on where that ball hit. Got a home plate umpire Craig Wilms out here asserting where this ball went. We see on the replay that yeah, well, the ball was a fair ball then because I can see the spot on the line where it hit, and it's a big little divot. When they're calling foul ball now, they're going to bring everything back. Well, that's where Harrison is feeling like he's pointing right at the line, and you can see where there's and now the Northwest third baseman is doing a little rub off on that mark, but the only way that mark out on that line, the way it looks to me, is as the ball hit it. You know, the Harrison coach is pleading his case. That's Mike Shearing. You see again on this replay. By that ball hitting that line, even though it didn't go past the third base bag, fair, it hit the line. See on replay here. We're back in action here, and looks like no, they pitch on the way. This ball's swinging bunt is picked up in fair territory. So it looks like we got the bases loaded, full of Wildcats here. They're going to send number one to the plate. One out here. That's Alyssa Ross, the second baseman. And the one and the pitch on the way. Ball one. outside, ball two. Alyssa Ross, left-handed batter, ducks on the pond. It's a wind to pitch. Inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, this is where you want to make him be a batter. Pitch on the way. That's a walk. So there's a run for the Harrison Wildcats. Bases still loaded. Still 1 out. They're calling it 2 runs. So yeah, I did lose track of runs. So Harrison is leading 2-0. Pitch on the way. Strike one call. Bases still loaded for the Wildcats. Elena Maddie. Twirling that ball on her hip. Here's the windup and pitch. Outside. Bases loaded. We gotta hold these runners. Pitch on the way. This ball's 5 off. Takes the backstop. 1 ball, 2 ball. 1 ball, 2 strike count here. Got a good crowd here this afternoon. A lot of Northwest Night fans here for their senior day. That pitch is a called strike. Strike 3, and that's it. So that'll be 2 outs. Harrison Wildcats sending number 4 to the plate. Paige Bimmer. I'm told that Paige is the RBI leader in the league. So this is a situation that Paige knows about. Ball hits the backstop. There's no advance. So Paige has a chance here. Opportunity to add to her RBI leadership totals here. Wind and pitch. Ball's hit in the air. And shortstop ranges out to short center field and makes the grab. So that's going to do it for the Harrison Wildcats in the top of the 2nd inning. And we have a score now of the Harrison Wildcats 2 and the Northwest Knights coming to bat in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Well, Harrison, they certainly made it a point to get some runs across the plate in that inning. A couple of calls here and there. Could have been a whole lot different story. So as we approach the bottom of the 2nd inning, you see the teams when we got a scoreboard malfunction all of a sudden where we got ones all over the place on the scoreboard. Yeah. We got each team has 11 runs. It's the 1st inning, and so somebody is going to have to score 11 runs now in order to not have this clock be lying. So it looks like Harrison is sending it down. They're ready to get the bottom of the 2nd inning jumped off. So Coach Jeff Fields has a word with the batter, number 39. Harley Warren. So we got the scoreboard clock back in its proper function. Call strike one. Harley Warren looks at that pitch. Here's the wind and the pitch in there. Harley Warren slaps it down to third base. Pick up over the first with the throw. And that's an out at first. So one up, one down. Northwest Knights. Number 17, the batter for Northwest Knights. Elena Maddie having a conversation with the Harrison catcher as she steps in the batter's box, pitches on the way, and that's called strike one. Okay, so Julian Metzger throws this one up and it's hit to the second baseman. Second baseman over, flips to first. 2 outs. This is what Harrison wants to do. Score runs and set these guys down in order so they can come right back at it. So Naomi Flynn, number 3, is going to be the batter. Strike. Talking to Naomi's mom a little bit before the game, and she's proud of her daughter here. This ball's hit hard to the shortstop who runs in and makes the grab, and that's going to be doing it. 1, 2, 3. So as we approach the top of the third inning here, we got a score of the Harrison Wildcats 2 and the Northwest Knights nothing. Nice little night around here, afternoon, little breezy. You know, somebody somewhere flying kites is enjoying a day like this, I'm guessing. And I can see a nice assortment of folks here. Looks like a couple of football jerseys I'm seeing. See a nice dog, or that dog looks like it could be a wolf. But if anything gets out of hand, that dog is here. So we're coming down, and looks like Northwest is going to have the Wildcats coming to the plate here. Top of the third inning. It's like number 5 is going to be the batter, Sammy Wilkins. Excuse me. Number 5 is going to be the batter. Paige Brimmer. Pitch on the way. Ball 1. Pitch on the way. This ball's hit hard down the left field line. It's going to be landing as a foul ball. Left fielder just couldn't get quite there in time. It's like a little bit of sting. Paige is flexing her right hand like that ball put some bee sting in it when it hit that aluminum bat. That pitch is going to be a ball. Part of her warm-up, I see Paige likes to jump up and down a little bit to get things flowing. And here's the pitch on the way. This ball's hit hard at shortstop. Rolls up the shortstop's elbow and into center field. That's going to be a base hit, I'm guessing. So Harrison able to put their first runner aboard here in the top of the third inning. Now they're going to be sending number 10, Sammy Wilkins, to the plate. Coach Field relaying signs over here. Pitch is on the way. The runner's going, and the runner's going to make second base with ease. So it looks like Northwest, they're going to have to be alert. This runner is not having no intention of just standing around on these bases, and so they're going to have to stay alert. Otherwise, she'll just come right around on them. Pitch on the way. Hit into right center field. This ball is going to roll all the way back to the fence. Picked up by the center fielder, thrown into second base. It's going to be a double, and it's going to score a run. So, Harrison Wildcats pick up another run there. Nice RBI by Sammy Wilkins. Looks like Summer Jacobs is going to be the left fielder at the plate, and ball's going to be inside. Summer Wilkins getting encouragement from the first base coach, Kevin Curtis, down there. Ball's fouled off. Here's the pitch on the way. Oh, she took something off. Beautiful pitch. No balls. One ball, excuse me, 2 strikes. That was a pitcher's pitch right there. Ball's hit hard at short. Shortstop picks it up, throws over to first, and they're going to be out at first base. Nice play on both ends. First baseman climbing the ladder a little bit to bring that ball down and still touch first base. So now we got number 11, excuse me, and that's going to be Jillian Metzger, first baseman for the Wildcats. Elena Maddie throws that ball. It's going to be outside. Harrison, they got a runner at third base. And the pitch on the way. That ball's outside too. 2 balls, no strikes is the count. Elena Maddie twirling that ball, kicking that dirt around on the mound. And here's the 1 in the pitch. Ball's high outside. So we got a 3-ball, 1-strike count here. One in the pitch here. That's a good pitch, outside corner, strike. Julie Metzger kicking that dirt around, trying to find good footing as the pitch comes in. Swing and a miss. There's 1 out. So, you see Metzger again. Looking for her pitch. This ball's getting twirled around. It's on the way. This ball's hit over the shortstop's outreach hands and into left center field. The run's going to score. And so now we have the Harrison Wildcats checking in with 4 runs now. 4-0 lead over the home Northwest Knights. Northwest Knight faithful sitting up on the hill. Don't seem to be getting much of a thrill though. Okay, so we got number 7, Emily Wisman at the plate, and here's the pitch. Call, strike 1. That was again a pitcher's pitch. Shelby Hardness gets a sign from Coach Fields. 1-1 count. First baseman isn't holding the runner, so See if she takes liberties. Pitch on the way. Ball outside. Line and a pitch. 2 ball, 1 strike count brings us to. It's like Northwest is just trying to get a little bit too fine with these pitches. Make him be a batter. Swing and a miss. 3 ball, 2 strike count. This is the pitcher we needed to happen on. And the pitch fouled off down third base line. Shelby Hardner's got the sign. Now she's down and waits the pitch, and here it is. Fouled again. Okay, so now it looks like we got Emily Wishman making this girl run through a lot of pitches. This ball's hit in the left center field, and it's going to be in the gap. Bounces off the wall. We got people rolling around these bases, and they got her third base, and they're not going to advance her. So we got runners on second and third. The ball was hit where they weren't. It's probably the best hit of the day. Left center field gap, and they'll be running for her now. So new base runner in the game. Looks like Emily Wishman did her job. It's like the Northwest Knight is going to bring their defense in on the corners. Runners on second and third. The pitch on the way. Call strike one. Pitch on the way. This ball is going to be inside. Shelby Hardness looking hard over for the sign from Coach Fields. She's down there and waiting to pitch. This ball's hit in the right center field. And this right center fielder comes in, makes a nice grab. People are going to have to get back to bases, and they're out at third. It seemed like it should be an out. She didn't get back. She didn't. Nice defense there by the Northwest Knights to get that inning corralled, but not until the Harrison Wildcats come up with another 2 runs, so they're leading this game. Another run, excuse me. So they're leading 4-0 here, bottom of the third inning. So the Knights are going to have to start figuring out what they're going to be doing here. People come to see you play. Get some ducks on this pond here. Faithful down the right field corner there. They're looking for some action. You know, if anyone has time that they want to spend volunteering with Waycross Community Media, we invite you to come on down to some of our shoots. The number is 513-825-6164. Ooh, 825-2429. And there's a computer addresses too. There it is on the screen. Call Waycross Media at 825-2429 or visit at www.waycross.tv/volunteer. Whatever that HTML, that looks like it says abbreviation for hot meal. That's whenever I see that, I see hot meal. Okay, so here we are. Harrison, and there's a pitch. Call, strike one. Northwest Knights figure to do some adding and subtracting of their own. Low, ball one. Well, we got to get something going if you're the Knights. Ball foul off. Almost made a good catch by one of the Northwest crowd, but just a little out of his reach. And that's a strike. No, she's calling that. Yeah, that's a strike. So it looks like Northwest will be sending number 12 to the plate, and that's going to be Carol Timler. And the pitch is on the way. That's going to be called a ball. And the scoreboard is doing its 11th thing again. One and the pitch up there on the way. Called a strike there. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Pitch. Call the ball. There's the one and pitch on the way. Call a strike. Coach Fields down at third base having a conversation here with the batter. They need somebody on base. This ball's fouled off into the crowd. Almost hits that dog. Wind kicking up in a furious gust now. That's going to be strike three called. She didn't like that. The call was a little bit delayed, but it was the proper call. So the Knights are going to send number 9 to the plate. And that's going to be Jenny Seitzer. Swinging balls hit to the third base, and third base comes up with a throw in the first, and that's it. So at the end of 3 innings of play here, got a score of the Harrison Wildcats 4 and your Northwest Knights 0. This again is senior day at Northwest High School. See where Miss Ruby came down to acknowledge senior day, Northwest. Miss Ruby, big supporter of Northwest athletics and scholastics all through the years. So we just have to see if we can get the Knights to wake up here and start crossing this plate. So here they are, coming down throw. You know, before the game, I was here to talk to a couple of the Knight players, and Aaliyah Flowers, she's the right fielder. They gave me some good overview of the team and what they've done so far this year. Of course, this 4-9 record. So that pitch is called a strike. Here comes the Knights. One pitch. That's going to be a strike. Two strike count. No balls, two strikes. And the pitch. Knocked off foul. Summer Jacobs, left-hand batter, swing and a miss. Strike three. So that's one out. That's going to send number 3 to the plate for Harrison. That's Savannah Ross. Wine in the pitch to her. Foul. About one out of here in the 4th inning. There's a sign. Here's the catcher ready to pitch. Fouled off again down third base line. This third base line has seen a lot of action in today's contest. Okay, so here's the wine in the pitch. Ball hammered, look out. It's like you just about had a scorcher into the Knight dugout. Fortunately, the fifth was there to do its thing. And the pitch is on the way. And that's going to be a ball. Pitch on the way. That's a swing and a miss. Ball's not handled. Catcher picks it up and throws down the first for the out. It's going to be 2 outs here now. It's going to bring number 4 to the plate. Reagan Williamson, it's the catcher. You get to see, again, last inning when the Northwest pitcher, Elena Maddie, she looked like she was having some type of discussion with number 4, Reagan Williamson, the catcher. And with Reagan Williamson batting against Maddie now, we'll see what transpires from that conversation, and the pitch is on the way, and that's called a ball. So it's 2 balls and no strikes, 2 outs. Reagan Williamson talking to her coach, Coach Kevin Curtis. He indicates where Reagan has a 600 some plus batting average. And that's going to be ball 4. Reagan's on first base now. And that's going to bring up number 5, Paige Bimmerer. Again, Paige is the RBI leader. They're going to have a runner down there at first base. And they're going to have, looks like number 8, Megan Peak is going to be down there. Runner's on the way to second base and throw down there. They're saying she's out. Nice play for the Knight defense to put the slam to that steal attempt. So, as we approach the bottom of the 4th inning here, we have a score of the Harrison Wildcats 4 and the Northwest Knights nothing. any different. Okay. Pitch is fouled off. We got a 1-1 count here. Here's the wind and the pitch on the way. Ball's lifted in the air over the head of the shortstop. Falls in front of the left fielder. It's the most noise the Northwest Knights have made all day here. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Here's the pitch on the way. One strike. Call strike here. Pitch on the way. Butted, foul. Harrison Corners coming in to field that bunt, both third and first base. This ball wasn't a bad pitch, just a little bit outside. One ball, two strikes. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. It's going to be low. This is where if you're on the Northwest Knights, you want to make sure you get some runs out of this. Ball's hit hard at shortstop, off the shortstop's glove. She misses the tag, and the bases are going to be loaded up here. So bases loaded now for the home team here. Looks like number 39 steps in the batter's box here. That's going to be Harley Warren, and this ball's hammered to right field deep, and the right fielder, it's going to be off her glove and into the fence, and she picks it up. Here comes the throw to the plate, and we have out at the plate. Craig Wilms, plate umpire, was there. Deb Fields, coach of the home Northwest Knights, is arguing this call vehemently, but I'm telling you, I believe the umpire made the correct call here, but that's just me. Guys standing around here, the Knights were able to plate one run off the deal. I don't know, we have replay here. We see on the replay that ball was hammered off the glove. I think the right fielder made a heck of a play to come up with it and get it in that fast. We see the relays coming in. Okay, so we got runners on second and third. Excuse me, that pitch gets out the way. Excuse me. And wind kicking up a bit. Ball being twirled around and the ball thrown to the plate. That's a call strike. A pitch like that you don't want to look at. Okay, so Emily Wisman twirling that ball around again. And here comes the pitch. Call the ball. Here comes Wisman with the pitch to the plate. This ball's hammered to shortstop, but shortstop can't glove it and come up with it, so another run scores for Northwest. So that's going to make the score 4-2. Coach Deb Fields comes down here in conference with her batter, number 3 there, Naomi Flynn. They're going to bring a pinch runner in, and that looks like Aaliyah Flowers entering the game to be the pinch runner at first base. It's like the Knights want some speed. So we got runners at first and third, runners at the corners here. Emily Wisman twirling that ball around on her hip, steps back, and here's the wind and the pitch. Call the ball, the runner advances a second, there's a throw, but nowhere near. Yeah, so this is where, again, they're making this scoreboard go haywire again with all these runs crossing the plate. And here's the wind and the pitch. This ball is bunted foul. Okay, here's the wind and the pitch to the plate. Call the ball. It looks like it's going to be 2-ball, 1-strike count. Naomi Flynn. Ball hit down the right field. It's going to be fair ball. There's one run in. Here comes Flowers. No, they hold her up at third base. So now the Knights have runners on the corner, and the score is 4-3. As the Knights find themselves crawling back into this game. Time called. Stacy Hullenmeyer, the coach for Harrison, out there on the hill, having a discussion with the troops out there. Coach Deb Fields standing on the third baseline, talking to the batter. Paige Lowe is going to be the batter when they get this thing sorted out. So it looks like there's going to be potential possibility of a new pitcher in this game at some point. Number 9 is warming up for the Harrison Wildcats down there. And that's Ellie Ziegler. Emily Wisman twirling that ball on her hip. She steps back in the throw. Call strike. Throw down to third base. Safe. Runner advances to second. So now the Knights have runners on second and third here. Call strike. Gotta be a batter. Ducks on the pond here. Wisman, wind in the pitch. This ball's hit down the first base line. It's like a swinging butt. There's a throw to the plate, and there's going to be a rundown. They got her to run down. Aaliyah, pinch runner, is tagged, and they Wildcats are able to tag Aaliyah, and she's going to be out. Aaliyah Flowers come in for base running skills, and they get her to run down. So there's going to be 2 outs now. Runners on first and second for the Wildcats. Excuse me, for the Knights. And both these teams need a play right here. Harrison would like to take a seat in the dugout. And the Knights would like to continue crossing this plate. Wind in the pitch. This ball's hit foul off the fence in front of the Knight dugout there. He's the winding, throwing this ball, winding the pitch, call strike. And again, Carly Timler, number 12 for the Knights with the bat. Ball's fouled off the screen. Timler with the bat, trying to advance the Northwest Knight cause. And here's the pitch, Timler. This ball is a ball. This pitch is called a ball. Runners at first and second. Pitch to Timler. And she looks at strike three. And that's going to do it for the Knights in the fourth inning. So at the end of 4 innings of play here, we have a score of the Harrison Wildcats 4 and the Northwest Knights 3. This will bring us to the top of the fifth inning here. And, this game has tightened up a great deal. If not for a good play at the plate and a rundown, this game could be tied. So we see Shelby Hartness. She's going to be the catcher. Waiting for Elena Maddie to start her warm-up tosses. Well, that ball that was hit to right field, though, that ball was hammered, but I got to give that right fielder props. Because a lot of times they don't get it like as fast as she got that back into the infield. And, that was good defense for a visiting player, especially for a visiting player. So it looks like the Wildcats are going to send number 5 to the plate as the batter. That's Paige Bimmerer. Again, Paige is the RBI leader, and here's the pitch to her. Right through the third baseman's glove and into left field, and she rounds first and it throws into second, so the Wildcats are going to start off getting their first batter aboard. And that's going to send their second batter of this inning to the plate. That's going to be number 10, Sammy Wilkins. So Harrison Wildcats starting right back at it. The runner goes down to second. The throw down to second is not in time. So that'll be a stolen base. Paige Bimmer down at second base in scoring position. Pitch. That's a ball. Here's the one and the pitch on the way. This ball's hit in the right center field deep. Center fielder drops the ball. And runners are moving. We got the Wildcats on second and third. Looks like we see where the center fielder and the right fielder were close, but that shouldn't have been any deal breaker for communication-wise. We see on the replay here, center fielder gets over there and gets a glove on it, outstretched although it was, and then onto the floor. That was a good replay by our crew. Now our crew, and a pitch on the way. You got this Wildcat on third base. coming down the line like she wants to score. We may have another home plate collision in the works here. Ball being twirled around. Here's the windup in the pitch. That's a ball. Elena Maddie trying her best to keep her team in this game. Pitch, call, strike. If Maddie could come up with more pitches like that more often. And here's the wind and the pitch. Ball's fouled off. Here's the wind and the pitch to the plate. Hammered foul. He gets the ball in, back to the pitcher. Elena Maddie got this ball. Her catcher, number 7, Shelby Hardness, looking for the signs. Got the sign. She's in the crouch. The pitch is on the way. That's going to be a ball. Full count. Looks like we're sitting on a 3-2 count here. They definitely want to get this pitch right. Line pitch on the way. This ball's hit at third. Third baseman comes up with it, throws over to first. First got it out at first. Safe at home. So we'll see. Got one out now. Runners for Harrison. Runner at third. So number 11 will be batting for Harrison. Jillian Metzger. Left-handed batter, first baseman. Lordy Maddie with the wind and the pitch. That's going to be called the ball. Maddie back at the pitcher's mound. Kicking some dust around. There's the wind and pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss. That ball had smoke on it. Maddie looks at her sign on her wristband. Wind and the throw. Ball is hit high in the air, down third baseline, and it's gathered in by the shortstop who makes a nice play to come over there. So that's going to be 2 outs now. So number 7. Emily Wisman with the bat in her hands, trying to force home another run. Call strike. No balls, 1 strike. Wisman being the pitcher, she could help her cause. She could get this ball into the outfield somewhere. Call the ball, so that means it's a 1-1 count here. Here's the wind and here's the pitch. Foul off the screen. Wisman standing in. Wait for the pitch. Here's the one and the pitch coming. 3 ball, 2 strike count. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Foul over the screen. Here's the one and the pitch. This ball's hit at the first baseman off her glove. She reaches over and grabs it and makes the tag for the out at first base. And that's going to do it for the Wildcats in the 5th inning, where they do come up with the run. So we have a score now as we approach the bottom of the 5th inning of the Harrison Wildcats 5 and the Northwest Knights 3. Tony, am I still getting out? Okay. We see now, looking back behind me on the hill, Northwest fans are here. Miss Ruby looks like she's having a good time. Looks like we have the pitcher, Elena Matty, visiting with the fans, probably getting some encouragement from her peeps over there. And, this is good weather. Uh, Seems like whenever we do a game here with the Knights, it's always good weather. Well, this crowd that they're showing at this Northwest Knights game is rivals some of the crowds that's been at the Reds this year. Okay, so here we are, bottom of the 5th inning. The Knights looking to come up with a solution. This ball's fouled off. And one bounce into the backstop. Emily Wisman with the wind and the pitch. Ball's butted foul. Well, 2 strikes. Wind and the pitch. Ball's foul. Almost made a nice grab by our Northwest fan. But I think that was the center of the football team. No, I don't know. And the wind and the pitch. Strike 3 swinging. That was smoke. I mean, when you do that to somebody, it's like, go home now. We see on the replay, it's like, by the time you make up your mind to get this bat off your shoulder, you're going home. And here's the wind and the pitch. High, ball 1. See number 8 in here, Haley Russell. He's calling this one a strike, so Haley Russell down in his count. Pitch on the way. This ball's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Russell, you're going to have to swing this bat. Coach Field is down there at third base box said, hey. And the pitch on the way. That's going to be a ball. 2-2. Pitch on the way. This ball's foul. And then again, almost hits my friend, his dog, PETA. Don't like that kind of carrying on when we bring nice pets to the game. That dog looks like it's a wolf to me, though. Pitch on the way. That's a ball. Full count. 3-2. One out. Wisman with the pitch. This ball's hit hard at shortstop. Shortstop gathers it in, throws over to first, and that's an out. See on the replay where it's just a room service throw out for the shortstop there. Number 11, Kylie Heiser with the bat. Pitch in there for a ball. Ball fouled off into the screen, made me flinch. Wisman with this ball. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ball's hit down the right field line. Here comes the right fielder. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder. And that's going to be a base hit for the Knights. They got a runner on base. We see on the replay here where the ball had eyes. It just dropped right in there where it could. So that's going to be 2 outs. And Knights are going to send Shelby Hartness to the plate, the catcher, and the wind in the pitch to her. That's a call strike. Runner on first base. 2 outs. Here's the wind in the pitch. Throw down to first base. They got to throw to second to get her. And it's into the center field. So she's going to be safe at second base. Looks like the Knights are here to, again, scuffle and get these runs back. It's getting late in this game. Bottom of the 5th inning, 2 outs. Runner on second base here. Wisman twirls that ball around. Here's the throw. Foul off the screen. Shelby Hartness trying to get this run home. Certainly in scoring position on second base. There's the wind and the pitch. This ball's hit right back at the pitcher, and she gloves it and throws to first base for the out. So that'll do it for the Knights. So we come to the top of the 6th inning here now with the score. Harrison Wildcats 5 and the Northwest Knights 3. Top of the 6th inning, folks. Looks like Northwest Knights, as they take the field now, some of this body language is indicative of we don't think we're going to do it today, but got to play hard and fight. Looks like Harrison, they're feeling pretty good. They came in here with swag, and you see they haven't let any of it get away so far. Again, they've beat some top-notch teams in the area. They beat Ross this year. Of course, like I said, they lost a little Miami. But again, those losses are in the rearview mirror. They're playing now like they understand with May fast approaching on the calendar that the 2017-2018 school year is coming to a close. see what comes up here late in the season. Anybody could get hot, catch fire, and go deep in the playoffs. So we got a batter in, and the pitch is on the way, and it's call the ball. Shelby Hardness gets a sign, is in the crouch. Here comes a pitch. Call strike one, so this count is 1-1. Looking at wristbands for signs and signals. Pitches on the way. This ball's hit. Shortstop over, and the shortstop makes the grab for the Knights. That's Haley Russell. She's made a couple of nice plays from shortstop position, ranging over there behind third. So that's going to put number one. It's going to send number one to the plate. That's Alyssa Ross, second baseman for the Wildcats. Pitch on the way. Pulls the bat back from a bunt try, but it's called a strike. Harrison seems to want to bunt in this situation. Ball's hit, first base. First baseman grabs it and runs over and makes the tag on the base, and that's going to be 2 outs now. Top of the 6th inning. 5-3, the visiting Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. Good, tough, hard swing, though. That's Savannah Ross for the Wildcats. And the pitch on the way. That's a strike, called strike. Took a little bit off, and so it's a no ball, 2-strike count. 2 outs. This is where the Knights want to put it into all this inning right now, this pitch. Good eye by the batter. That's a ball. This ball's fouled off. 1 ball, 2-strike count here. Shelby Hardness gets the sign from Coach Fields, and she's down in the crouch, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a ball. This is where you can't let it get away. If you're Elena Maddie, you can't let this get away here. Wind in the pitch. Fouled off. She's out a little bit in front of it. She fouled it, but it just didn't get held on to. So we'll go back to a 2-2 count. 2 outs. Hit right at the pitcher, off the glove. She picks it up and throws to first base for the out. And so, as we approach the bottom of the 6th inning, we have a score of the Harrison Wildcats 5 and your Northwest Knights 3. So you see the Wildcats taking the field. It's getting late in this game. Bottom of the 6th, there's 2 more bats for the home team. We see some of the Wildcat players down the left field line taking some laps or just doing some running to stay loose, I'm guessing. Looks like this game is going to be in a position of probably ending in regulation innings. But don't get me started about that too soon. Okay, so all the Wildcats are in position. Harley Warren will be the batter, leadoff batter this inning for the Knights. Wisman with the wind in the pitch. Call the ball. Harley Warren waiting for this pitch. Crouch, pitch on the way. Call a strike. 1-1 is the count. Here's the wind in the pitch by Wisman. Pull the string on her. That's swing and a miss. Well, that was a pitcher's pitch all the way right there. Here's the wind in the pitch. Call the ball. Catcher tried to move it into the zone, but home plate umpire Craig Wilms wasn't having it. This ball fouled off. Batter a little bit ahead of it. This is where Wisman try to lull you to sleep. Get you looking at a third strike. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Second baseman in the neighborhood. Here comes the right fielder, but the second baseman makes the catch. Okay, so it's going to bring the batter as the pitcher here. The night pitcher is at the plate. That's going to be Elena Matty. One and a pitch to her. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Twirling this ball on her hip. Here's Wisman. Steps back with the one. Timeout call. And here's the one by Wisman. Pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Here's the wind by Wisman. This pitch is hammered foul into the crowd of Northwest. Uh-oh. Looks like our senior citizens from Northwest are still able to get out the way of those scorching line drives. He was nimble. We got some nimble folks in that crowd. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's the one in the pitch to the plate. That's going to be a ball. Ball 3. Make her be a batter. Wisman twirling that ball. Wisman with the throw to the plate. And that's going to be ball 4. Number 3 will be the batter, Naomi Flynn. Naomi standing there, waiting for his pitch. Wisman twirls around, step back with the wind. Pitch is low. This is where, if you're Northwest, bottom of the 6th inning, 1 out. Got a runner on first base. It's a ball. Let's see if Northwest is going to do anything to get this runner in scoring position. Foul ball. 2-2 count. Naomi Flynn, sophomore. Pitch is called a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wisman twirls his ball. Underhip steps back with the wide, and here's the pitch. Hit back at the shortstop. Shortstop charges over to first with the throw, and it's out at first base. Got the runner moving on to second base. So we got 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Runner on second base. Number 15, the batter. That's going to be Paige Lowe. Here's the wind and the pitch. Call the strike. Okay, so runner at second base. Pitch. Popped up in the air. Here comes the second baseman and the center fielder. And the second baseman makes the grab, and that's going to do it for the Northwest Knights in the 6th inning. So now we go to the top of the 7th inning with the score of the Harrison Wildcats 5 and the Northwest Knights 3. This is again his senior day at Northwest. Good crowd on hand. Good time being had by many. Again, Northwest taking the field with less than ideal body language, let's say, and you know, they must don't know what Yogi Berra says about these situations. Harrison being encouraged by Coach Kevin Curtis as he makes his way over to the first base coaching box. I'm sure they would like to see as many insurance runs as they could get here. Throw on down to second. That's the coming down throw. So plate umpire Craig Williams takes his position, ready to get this last inning started off. So number 4 gonna step in there as the batter. That's Reagan Williamson. 600 plus batting average for the season. One ball to count. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. 1-1 here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Reagan Williamson. Where there's a will, there's a way. That ball's fair down the third base line. And it's going to be off the races. Williamson is going to roll into second, standing up. As the Harrison Wildcats get the 7th inning jumped off with a stand-up double. And then now they're going to send their batter, Sammy Wilkins, to the plate. Excuse me, that's number 5, Paige Bibber. And Paige is the RBI leader of the situation around there. So this is a chance for the Wildcats. I'm sure they'd like to see some insurance runs here. And the pitch, hit. Batter's hit with that pitch, and the runner advances to third. Okay, so they're calling that a ball. I mean, I can't swear that that pitch hit her, but it seemed like it did. calling a 2-ball count here. That pitch is called a strike. Maddie bearing down on that throw. Wildcats got a runner at third base. That ball's a ball low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. Runners at the corner. That's going to send number 10 to the plate. Sammy Wilkins, the third baseman. Coach Fields directing her defense exactly what she wants the positioning to be out there. Pitch on the way, there's the runner, and the runner's going to roll into second base, safe. No outs here in the 7th inning. Runners second and third for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Inside. Here's the pitch. Hit right back the middle, in through the hole, and center fielders after pick it up. 2 runs are in. That's going to make the score 7-3 now with the Wildcats on top. So they cash these insurance runs in. It's Sammy Wilkins, number 10, getting it done. Pitch on the way. This ball's hammered foul. Third base coach had to do a little dance to get out the way. Here comes the pitch. This ball's hammered to center field. Center fielder runs straight back, gloves it on it, makes the catch. And the runners will go back. Looks like number 11 is going to be the batter now. It's going to be Jillian Metzger, the first baseman. Runner down to second, and it's going to be called safe. So now, Wildcats got a runner in scoring position. Twirling this ball. Here's the wind in the pitch. Ball's foul down behind the third base dugout. Elena Maddie with the wind in the pitch. Ball bounced foul at the plate. Here's the wind in the pitch. Metzger doing some landscape work around this batter's box. Wants to get it dug in so she could turn on something, pull it into the right field corner. Elena Maddie looks at her wrist, twirls the ball. Here's the wind, the pitch. Ball hit it hard at second base. Second baseman comes up, makes the glove in the play. Throw over first base. It's going to be 2 outs. So that's going to send number 7 to the plate. And that's going to be the pitcher, Emily Wisman. Did a good job of clearing the bases last inning. Here's the wind of Wisman in the pitch. That's a ball. And the wind in this pitch. 2 balls, no strikes is the count. 2 outs. The wind in the pitch. This ball's hit. Shortstop runs in and gloves it. Throw over to first. It's going to be low, and it scoots under the glove of the first baseman, where another run is going to score for the Wildcats, making it a 8-3 ball game. It's like we're going to have a pinch runner in there for Wisman. They're going to be sending number 12, Grace Young, into the game, take over at first base. And the wind in the pitch. A little bit of curve on it, outside. Here's the wind. This pitch, ball's hit the third baseman. Third baseman waits. And he who waits is lost. So that ball gets fired. That's going to be runners on first and second now. 2 outs. Elena Maddie with the wind in the pitch. That's a strike. Call strike. Well, go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Call strike. So it looks like the batter's looking at a 1-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs. This is where your Northwest, foul ball. You'd certainly like to get this inning concluded with this batter without any more damage. 8-3 ball game. I mean, that's reachable. Here's the wind and here's the pitch. It's a ball. Outside. Good eye on this left-handed batter. Alyssa Ross. That's a swinging strike. Strike 3. And that's going to do it for the Harrison Wildcats, where as we approach the bottom of the 7th inning, we have a score: the Harrison Wildcats 8 and the Northwest Knights 3. So this is the last 3 outs on Senior Day here at Northwest. I don't see any rally caps over here in the Northwest stands. They must not have heard about those rally caps, how they work. Of course, Harrison, you know, they come in here Little ride down 275 from Harrison. They don't want to come here and walk away empty-handed. So, this pitcher that they got, Emily Wisman, you know, she's throwing a pretty nice game. Did okay with the bat to help her cause too. So it's like the batter about to approach leadoff hitter for the Northwest Knights is going to be Aaliyah Flowers. Aaliyah Flowers was in the game a couple innings ago as a pinch runner. Left-handed batter. Wisman. Flowers squares the butt. It's called a strike. Taking signs from Coach Field down in the third base. Looks at her wrist. Holds up her hand for time. Gets dug into the batter's box. Here's the wind. Here's the pitch. Looking to bunt again. Strike two. So it's going to be two strikes. Something tells me the bunt is off here. Let's see what she comes up with. Having a little discrepancy in the communication. Flowers is in the box, and here's the pitch on the way. Pitch is called a strike three. So that's going to be one out. So that's going to bring number 9, Jenna Lee Seitzer, to the plate. Wisman twirling that ball, steps back into the wind. Ball's hit right at the third baseman for an out. Third baseman gloves it just right. So that's going to bring up number 8. That's going to be Haley Russell. 2 outs. This represents the last hope for the Knights. Here's the wind in the pitch. This ball's hit into the air. Second baseman saying, I got it. And that's going to do it. Ball's put away by the second baseman. So we have a final score here from Starry Night Stadium on the campus of Northwest High School of the Harrison Wildcats 8 and the Northwest Knights 3. As the players go out here, respect the game as they can. We're going to be saying goodbye. This is Jacob Williams, and for all the hardworking assets of Waycross Community Media, thank you for spending time with us this afternoon.